ဟုတ်ကဲ့ခင်ဗျာအားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါခင်ဗျာကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့ဝေရှင်ဘယ်လုပ်ပြချင်တာကတော့ယူကရိန်းနဲ့ရုရှားနဲ့ဖြစ်တဲ့စစ်ပွဲလေးကိုကျွန်တော်ဝေရှင်ပြန်လုပ်ပေးခြင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်အားလုံးပဲကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီဗီဒီယိုလေးကိုစောင့်လိုက်ကြည့်ပေးပါလို့ကျွန်တော်အားလုံးဖိတ်ခေါ်ပါတယ်အားလုံးပဲ let's go
This, like for all soldiers, is their life now. Ukraine or death.
ဒီဆိုတော့ဒီလိုပြရ Oh my god ပြန်ထိုင်တယ်ကွယ်ထားပါလား
So, as a journalist working in outside a small village which has been taken by the Russian army just a couple of days ago. It's because I am. But we felt it when the Russian army is assaulting with all its might. My nose is extremely loud and intense. Actually swapping the car. Some of the guys just came from there. Now we're going in. We're going to load up and we're going to be fast.
Oh, you think it?
Lions. The car stops, we run 300 meters away.
Они оставляли одну из пеху. Напротив нас там дом с подвалом. Типа проходить сюда.
One group heads to the yard and we try and get comfortable. This will be our home for the next few days. By some units that were already here. Minutes. As you can see here, this is the toilet. I guess that says it all. We share the Motorchuk used to be a sailor and out
doing recon and bracing ourselves for an enemy attack. The enemy has the upper hand here. More firepower, more artillery, more troops, more of everything. An assault rifle isn't much use against anything other than infantry.
When it's dark, we split. The yard. There, the boys conduct small reconnaissance missions. Ice how the night begins. At 4 a.m., bombs start to pound the village. The walls shake, debris scatters down the pounce.
Nhớ bị đi rồi nó sợ chứ đó là mình nghe sụp rồi đó nó nghe sụp rồi
It's pure chaos. The guys are burning through ammunition, trying to stop the Russians from overrunning them. One soldier always has his gun to the exit, his eyes scanning from left to right. The grenades start to run low, but still, there are smiles.
Last hope.
There is no other way to describe this situation but madness. Really? You fucked the tank? I love you, brother, man. I love you.
Okay,
Back in the yard, the Russians are closing in fast. Sava and his group are not as lucky as us. The enemy knows exactly where they are.
ဒီရှိနေတဲ့တရားချင်းတောင်အားလုံးပြုလုပ်တင်ပါတယ်နော်ကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ YouTube channel တွေကို like and follow လုပ်ထားပြီးပါခင်ဗျာကျေးဇူးပြုတယ်
Малыш. Малыш.
ကျွန်တော် YouTube channel လေးကို like and follow လေးလုပ်ထားပေးပါခင်ဗျာ
Тихо.
ကျေးဇူးပါပြီ
Языком. Пиздили.
The only way in and out leads through an open yard. Punk blasts his rifle, and with his grenade launcher, Sava, the commander, sends one round after the next, hurling towards the enemy.
У меня легкая в руку, сова. Легкая.
Then he's injured.
Все будет хорошо, пацаны. Я вас люблю.
Flying shrapnel scrapes open his forearm, but he continues fighting. Three hours into the battle, daylight breaks. It's hard to say what is going on in his mind as he calmly slides past the wall, stained with his blood again and again, chucking grenades through the opening and returning to take a sip of water, like some people spend the hot summer's day in a park, passing a ping pong ball to their friend to serve. At the shelter, the fight has calmed down a bit. One of the BSDG always watches the entrance, ready to fire at any moment. They switch every couple of minutes. The rest reload, rest and reflect. Django has lost his hearing, but apart from that, everyone is okay. The adrenaline wears off a bit, and we can start to think straight.
Три танка. Две бэхи. Два БТР. Наши. Ну. Это было сегодня утром.
But the calm is deceptive. All of a sudden, we hear the gentle hiss of a gas grenade, and smoke starts to fill the room. I film the beginning on my phone before I can get my camera to work. Is it poison gas? Tear gas? Are they trying to smoke us out? Will they come in? The boys don't take any chances and start shooting. We are lucky. It's not poison, and the Russians don't enter. But we are surrounded, and we realize we will not be leaving this cellar anytime soon. At the yard, the fight is in full swing. The Russians have closed off the roads and taken up position in a house directly opposite. Coordinate Ukrainian mortar crews and drone units via the radio.
Там питеры просят поддержку. Они просто за забором от меня, блядь.
Finally, a friendly drone drops an explosive over the enemy position. You can hear an injured Russian moaning in pain. But for Sava, the commander, it is not enough. He does not want to take any chances and leaves cover to fire an RPG.
ဒီနေ့ဖြစ်ရတယ်ခုပါ
At the shelter, tensions are high. One seems to be... There is a cellar, we hear one of the Russians say. They're coming. It is the moment when my life should be flashing before my eyes, but it doesn't. I only see Obama, his lips twisting around his teeth as he and Django stand with the guns in their hand. But once again, we are lucky. Our call for help was heard. Kaifariki and BSDG fighters assist with drones, mortars, and RPG strikes from behind the fields around.
Oh my god.
From above, you can see the full scale of the inferno.
ပုံလာတော့ခင်ဗျညစ်ကြည့်တာလေစစ်ဖြစ်လာတယ်မလွယ်ပါလားခင်ဗျာကြောက်စရာကြီးပါလား
Inside, explosions very close to us tell us Ukrainian troops are firing at the Russians. Gaba decides that attack is the best defense. He throws grenades and then shoots an RPG at the house opposite us, where we suspect them to be.
Oh, 약간
Back at the yard, the situation worsens. It's been over 12 hours of battle. Punk is wounded. A piece of shrapnel has lodged itself deep into his leg. The boys move him from the yard to the entrance. Albert provides cover while Sava applies first aid. Punk is struggling not to go into shock, his eyes rolling into the back of his head. They move him onto the staircase where he fights the pain. The rest continue fighting the Russians, who are making another push. They realize that they cannot stay here much longer. Ammunition and energy are running out. The road is still blocked. To escape, the group will have to run around behind enemy lines.
Перед металом теж є траншеї. Вони вроді би чисті. Підерів там не бачу, як прийняв.
Плюс, а кто-то может артой подсобить, открыть типа пидоров, чтобы в этот момент проскочили?
Пробуем щось.
Давай, на связи.
Just the crew is still inside. At the shelter, there is good and bad news. The good news, the voices of the Russians have died down. Are they dead, injured, only hiding? We don't know. The bad news, the house we are under and all the houses around us are on fire. The cellar starts to fill with smoke. We all get a headache, the first sign of carbon monoxide poisoning. Plus our cameramen are injured. Their exit was made possible by two comrades, Vegan and Woody, who killed the crew of the Russian BTR blocking the exit. Having survived only due to the bravery and resilience of the commanders Sava, Gaba and their boys, we head home with a near-death experience that hopefully won't repeat itself so soon. For the Kaifariki and the BSDG, it's back to war the next day. This like for all soldiers, is their life now, Ukraine or death. Even if it was tough to watch, we hope our report gave you a valuable insight into how war in Ukraine actually looks like. But another thing, war is expensive, and units like the Kaifariki rely heavily on donations for many things: medical supplies, electronics, cars. So if you have the capacity and the will to help them out, I'm sure they would be very grateful if you do so. And you can do it here, either via PayPal or the link to this Ukrainian bank account.